what's going on in the West Coast. Rose City had a successful weekend at Wild West Showdown, losing to Denver, but beating out Rat City and Philly.
Well, we've got the thumbs up for Mr. Rock, our head ref of the evening. Skaters are lined up, and we're ready to hear this first whistle.
Jammer for Bay Area Derby Girls is Astronauty. It's the skater with the star on the helmet, by the way, people.
Right. And right next to her in the purple star, number 54, White Flight for the Wheels of Justice.
All right, quick pack already spread out. It begins. Dragon Lady White Flight edging out in front, Jammer.
Separating these two packs. Bay Area in the front, Wheels holding a wall in the back, each trapping their collective jammers, but we got White Flight out front, around on the outside as lead jammer.
Booyah, and that was Booyah and Antichrist out front. Now they're going back to help their jammer get through.
Wheels of Justice switching to the front of the pack for a three-wall.
And now it looks like both teams are vying for that front wall there, but we have White Flight already coming on her first scoring pass here. First blood being drawn by Rose City, it looks like.
Astronauty just getting churned around in the middle of the pack like a little tornado there, but she's finally out for her initial pass.
Snuck around Moby-Wan Kenobi there, and now we're trying to get to a little offensive help in Rose City in the back. Amanda Riot demanding.
Shocking you have to clear her out to get your jammer through. White Flight putting her hands on her hips and picking up 3 points.
3-0 Rose City. This already a close, already a hard-fought bout. It's anybody's game, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, next up on the PBR jam line, we've got sulfuric acid for the Wheels of Justice.
A Chantilly mace with a warm embrace. And I promise it's the last time I'll do that joke for the Bay Area Derby Girls.
Right, I will believe it when I hear it. We've got an empty penalty box still.
Yeah.
And no one over the pivot line.
A minute and a half with no one in the penalty box. And no one skating either. It looks like Rose City is trying to hold the center there. Divide and conquer, but Bill Wright Hooks is up there in front with Lusty Malice there, taking sulfuric acid down.
Well, she went down and caught Chantilly Mace on the floor, and they're both back in the back of the pack on their feet trying to make their way around once again.
And in the inside, Chantilly Mace gets through, takes the lead jammer for Bay Area.
Acid still sitting in the back of the pack. The teams, I think this is a theme we're going to see all afternoon. The teams separated, purple in the back, gold in the front, or vice versa.
Well, Bay Area definitely have that front comfort zone. They have an awesome hammer and nail, awesome recycling in the front, and that's where they do their most business. And right now they're doing it to sulfuric acid as Chantilly Mace hits the pack again.
Well, and Acid getting pushed out of bounds time and time again. Big whip, finally clearing her initial pass. And
Chantilly Mace calls off the jam, but she did take the full 5, all 5 points of this. 5-2 Bay Area lead.
Finally getting a little points on the board there, taking the lead.
All right, Baghdad Cafe, a little drinking game here. Anytime there's a lead change, I want you all to take a drip of whatever alcoholic beverage or non-alcoholic for all you sober people out there that you imbibe. So that's already our first drinker.
Well, and I would probably recommend picking up some Barefoot wine. I don't know if they're serving it there, but it is bubbly and it is tasty. And up next, we've got Scratcher in the Eye jamming for Wheels.
And that's ibuprofen.
And we've got an official timeout.
It's official. We have a timeout. I officially don't know why yet.
But something went amiss in that jam start.
All right, it looks like Mr. Rock is conferring with Sexy Beast in there.
I think G Money was trying to jam. Is that why he's on the track?
I would not want to take a hip check from that dude. So Mr. Rock is grabbing respective managers.
Rob Lobster. I forgot to mention Rob Lobster and Mullet Bullet running the bench for the Wheels of Justice. Purple and white matching pegacorns.
Pegacorns, yes. It's really hard to take Rob Lobster seriously when he's got like this really, straight look at his face. He's like, yo, yeah, okay, no, I'm.
And this little horn bobbing up and down as he nods.
No
against the ever so stylish G Money.
Yeah, always looking good. Always looking good.
Always melting hearts on the West Coast.
I love you, G Money. So, all right. Hopefully, we'll get kind of a lead in.
it looks like.
Oh, wow. So Chantilly Mace go to the penalty box, starting off a power jam for Rose City. Major cutting of the track there that she picked up on the last jam.
Holy moly. Well, that's going to leave Scratcher in the Eye out there all on her lonesome.
But
4 minutes in, excellent opportunity for Wheels of Justice to take back this impressive lead.
more important, to take a drink of some barefoot wine or some other alcohol that I'm sure our sponsors. Nice running,
Scratcher sneaks by on the inside there, just enough. They looks like Slabia distracted on the.
Mel Mangles trying to pick off Amanda Riot. They want to get their go. What Rose City are going to try to do is pick off one blocker and slow down the pack. But what Bay Area we're going to do are head out front and keep the pack going as fast as possible and hold that front line to protect those points.
And just waiting for Scratcher to enter into the fray, but she comes out unscathed on both her feet, picking up 5 points.
Drink.
If you don't like wine, you can get a PBR.
Velveteen Savage going to the penalty box. Now Rose City taking the back. They got their goat, slowing down the pack as much as possible, allowing another 5 points for rearrange.
Yep, getting the out-of-play hand in the air there, releasing Scratcher for another set of points, but we've got Bay Area, Chantilly Mace back out on the track.
Rose City right up front with that wall of rearranged Mercy, Mel Mangles, and JK rolling.
Woo. And waterfall of hits, almost taking out Mace there, but not quite.
Is it recycling if one person just keeps doing it over and over again? We got Scratcher in the eye, back in the action. Just Antichrist in front, but man, Antichrist showed her power up front last night.
Well, and she got that out-of-play hand in the air. Scratcher immediately calling it off before Mace can get a scoring pass. It's another 4 points for Wheels, bringing their grand total up 17-5. Wheels' favor.
Ivy Profane on the line for Bay Area.
White Flight back up on the line for Wheels of Justice. Now, I know this is an unusual event for the Rose City Rollers, but normally you should check out the Portland Mercury, our source of entertainment and most of our tickets for our events.
You should always check out the Mercury. Always good stuff happening there.
It's good stuff, I hear.
Running up into the wall. We got 2 separate walls going here. Both teams, but Whitefly makes it around the outside, takes lead jammer.
Gets a nice whip from Cadillac there in the front of the pack. Both teams down a blocker in the penalty box there. Looks like Mercy and Auntie.
Ivy Profane fakes out, Cadillac gets out. Remember, the lead jammer is the one who can call up the jamming every time. For all you noobs out there who don't know, ask a friend, buy them a beer to explain the bout.
White Flight getting caught up behind there.
4 points there.
By Brawlin' Angel, drawing a little minor back block, it looks like, calls it off, and they're now 21-5.
G-Money checking in with Rock on something.
We've got Mercy still sitting in the Rebel Jeweler penalty box there, finishing out her 1 minute. I didn't catch what her penalty was, but...
All new Wheels of Justice jammer here. That's Scald Eagle jamming for the Wheels of Justice. That's Astronaut back on for Bay Area Derby Girls.
Bay Area definitely having a tight jammer rotation with pretty much just 3 reliable ladies I see wearing the star time and time again.
All right.
Astronauti is definitely one of them.
Rose City taking the back there, but Mel Mangles up front to help out Scald Eagle against Amanda Ryder. Not easy.
Now Bellright Hooks sitting on Scald in front of the pack.
Booyah, last line of defense there, but she keeps Scald in. Scald jukes around, takes lead jammer, and Mercy catches Astronauti right as she's about to escape.
Well, it looks like Booyah thought she was out 20 feet, kind of let go, but forgot that the pack had caught up with her. And I think that's how Scald was able to sneak on by there.
Looks like Mel Mangles escorting.
Nice.
Astro to the outside and holding her to the back.
She tried to stay on 1 foot and stay in bounds, but she hit that rope boundary and faltered and took herself out.
2 4 walls, and Scald Eagle just wrestling through the entire Bay Area defense by herself, picking up a grand slam. This is a pretty stellar debut for a brand new jammer.
Not half bad. Not half bad.
pretty good. Pretty good.
I don't know.
Astronauti to the inside finally gets her way through. That is her initial pass there for Bay Area.
Scald only having 2 more Bay Area girls to pass out in front. Bellwright Hooks doing her best to bridge the gap.
Keep in time, but we do have the out-of-play call, so Scald gets the pass, calls off the jam, and gets 4 more points.
Well, that is a few jams there that Bay Area has been held scoreless.
We do have a pack advantage right now for Bay Area. 4-on-3 in the pack. Mel Mingle sitting in the penalty box. Oh, yeah, I hear you guys going nuts in Baghdad. Make some noise. I want the skaters to hear you right now. Make some noise. Louder. Louder. All right, shut up and watch this derby play.
All right, sulfuric acid jamming for the Wheels of Justice. Smack you sideways, just barely crossing the start line there. Getting a second whistle.
And I believe that is Chantilly Mace there jamming for Bay Area. Bay Area wall up front holding sulfuric acid at bay.
I could have sworn I heard someone getting called out for a major back block. Oh, and say it ain't so. That applied to sulfuric acid.
Sulfuric acid, that's going to be full rotation there. Oh!
Smack you sideways. One woman wrecking ball taking out Mace, but falling down, allowing her to get back inbounds without a penalty.
And that is lead jammer for Chantilly Mason. She needs to capitalize right now. They do have a pack, or did have a pack advantage and a power jam for Bay Area. Good opportunity for them. Rose City trying to do a still wall in the back, but Chantilly Mace easily wrestled her way through it, taking 5 more points for Bay Area.
Yeah, Bay Area losing Brawl and Angel there. And she keeps going for the outside.
In fact, the smacky sideways and Mel Mangles up front, but she does push the 20 feet and gets another 5 points.
10-point jam so far.
Nice, the 15-point deficit now.
Slowly catching up.
Another penalty. It's a 3-on-2 pack now. Advantage Bay Area. Escort out, but sulfuric acid is back. Gets through her initial pass. She'll at least be able to stop the bleeding as she approaches the pack here.
And that is in case Mace does not call off the jam, but she did because she got 4 points. She's taking it. And now it's only an 11-point game.
Good run there for Bay Area. San Francisco fans are probably going a little nuts right now.
Well, and tonight's action is very excitement, but if you want to see what else is going on in Portland, check out PDX Pipeline, your online source for Portland's music, arts, and events happenings like this and other things.
For instance, but mostly this.
I don't know what else you do outside of roller derby, because quite frankly, I don't.
Watch roller derby. All right, we got 2-on-2 pack right now, a diet pack there. And Scratcher in the Eye jamming for Rose City. That is ibuprofen for Bay Area.
Well, we've got one of the Bay Area's blockers standing up in the box. Scratcher almost clearing that front. Who is that?
Antichrist is just a huge asset for, she's a one-woman stopping
excellent
blocker.
Positional blocking. But then again, Cadillac dealing the same hand to Ivy.
It looked like Scratcher's trying to help Ivy, not help Ivy. That would be a bad tactical move. Help Cadillac get Ivy back in, but it didn't work out. Will we get any points, or are they going to call it off?
The box is slowly emptying out, and we got a scoreless jam.
Still 11 points. 0-0 on that jam. And we got even odds here. It looks like, I think that's Astronauti lining up. Or is that
yeah, it's 101. And White Flight for Wheels of Justice. Now, I'm sure you heard about the raffle at the Coliseum next week for a Ron Tonkin car. But I got to say, Ron Tonkin Chevy, they beat any deal out there. So if you don't win the raffle, you should check them out anyways.
You should actually buy one of the cars.
There was a whistle, but nobody's skating.
Yeah.
You're not missing out on anything here.
And now we got. Wait, are we good? Wait, where do we want to be? Where do we want to be? It's you know, that's the thing in Derby right now. Vying for position is very important. You know what? That's part of the chess game. Anticipating where your opponent wants to be.
Oh, White Flight getting sent out to the box. Didn't catch that call. I saw a little defensive jamming off that second whistle. I don't know if that was attributed to that.
Or an illegal procedure. Sorry, miss that, ladies and gentlemen.
Either way, Astronauti lead jammer for Bay Area.
Rose City vying for front there to race there. Napalm Beth takes a thing and is going to the penalty box.
One of those usual things.
Yeah.
Ooh, big whip from Demanda, launching her into the back of that purple wall. Not incredibly helpful, but...
Specifically Mercy. Now, Bay Area are going to open that up there. Looks like Booyah trying to pick off Mercy.
I'm sorry, but that is a wall of Mick Swagger, Moby Wan Kenobi, and Mercy. That is a brutal Heathers lineup there.
Wow, they're trying to rotate to get somebody in there. Astronauti hitting a 2-wall of Mick and Moby.
They're trying to trap Mercy, but now Mercy is getting sent off.
Velveteen Savage with an assist got her all the way up to Moby, and there's the go-ahead. 5 more points for Bay Area. White Flight flying through.
And Mo now being sent to the box.
She gentrified that pack there.
With Napalm standing up, opening up a seat, that is going to leave Mick Swagger, the only blocker in purple. And oddly enough, Astronauti called it off before picking up that easy scoring pass. Who am I to judge?
That's a team timeout there for Rose City.
That last jam, bringing the score 30-24. 6 points.
6-point bout. Oh my goodness, this is a close one. We're not even 15 minutes into this, and already it's deadly. And it's going to stay deadly. Let's not mess around.
Well, I have to give a shout out to Get Fit Training. If you're wondering how these ladies are doing so well, it's because Elaney comes and kicks everyone's ass. And they are the official fitness trainers of the Rose City Rollers and home of the Hit to Fit 30-minute circuit workout. We've got Rose City lined up. Just a little bit of a break there to hopefully shut down Bay Area's momentum. They've got 2 blockers in the box, Mercy and Mo. The whistle to get everyone lined back up. Bay Area down a blocker as well. I hope you are enjoying today's special little event, and I hope to see all of you down at the Memorial Coliseum next weekend, April 23rd, as Rose City is going to host all 4 of Rat City's home teams, a rematch from February. It's going to be good. Looks like Scald Eagle jamming up against Chantilly Mace for Bay Area.
And stuff.
That was a really thorough investigation on your part.
Well, it was team timeout. I was just checking and asking the request of the rest. We'll see if we get it. And lead jammer goes to
Mace.
Chantilly Mace up there.
Scald just getting pushed, bullied inside, outside there, doing her best to get back in without incurring any penalties. But
Meow sent off for something or other.
Scald trying to do a little positional blocking on Mace.
Sneaks past Antichrist on the inside there. Finally, now we went from pack advantage to Bay Area to pack advantage for Rose City.
Rose City finally emptying out, not before Bay Area picks up 4 more points. It's a 2-point game.
2-point bout, ladies and gentlemen. It's because Baghdad is so quiet. Yeah, I said it. It's your fault, Baghdad. You gonna let this stand? You be so quiet and everything? Called you out.
Sulfuric acid up on the Pabst Blue Ribbon jam line for the Wheels of Justice.
If you've got a headache, it's probably because of ibuprofen and not in spite of it. Ibuprofen up and jamming on the line for Bay Area. Now it looks like Bay Area are trying to stall off the line as much as possible, kill as much time for their blocker to get back in and have a full regiment.
We got Demanda finally crossing that pivot line. And Sulfuric Acid breezes by on the inside, quickly getting lead jammer for the Wheels of Justice.
First scoring opportunity Wheels of Justice have had in a few jams.
They are
not a moment too soon.
Determined not to give that lead up as close as Bay Area has gotten.
You hear that, Baghdad? They don't want you to drink.
Sulfuric acid taking a uniform whip off of Rhea to range there, trying to finish that front wall, and picks up 5 points for the Wheels of Justice.
Wheels of Justice Wall doing a great job. They held both the jammer and one blocker so as to control the pace of the pack and prevent points at the same time. Worked out well for Sulfuric Acid.
Ivy not breaking through this wall of Rhea, Napalm, JK, and sometimes Smack. A formidable defense as she clears, but Acid also picking up another 4 points.
4 points. It's going to take another 39-28. I'm guessing Sulfuric Acid's going to call it off. It seems like a good idea. Yeah, she does.
I think she listened to your advice there.
Yeah.
You're always terribly useful.
I said something that people do that's totally obvious. How dare I?
Well, you know what else is useful? Bridgetown Automotive. They keep Rose City Rollers engines humming.
That just sounds naughty.
I like to hum.
I think we all just learned a lot right now. That is
Scratch in the eye against Trixie Pixie.
Trixie Pixie. I'm guessing Trixie Pixie.
The new jammer for Bay Area. We saw debut last night.
Yeah, she was good.
Once or twice. Wasn't heavy into the rotation, but
Whoa! Scratcher flying through the middle of that wall into lead jammer land.
Meanwhile,
dear Lord, here's another reason to drink, ladies and gentlemen. All 10 skaters are on the track.
I can't count. I can't believe you. I don't believe you. I refuse to.
Oh, Trixie, very, very nice catch. She got a hit to the inside by Moby and didn't take a chance. Cycled her to the back.
Spread out pack right now as everyone is doing their darndest to bridge this.
Booyah with a good bridge, but finally got caught.
Auntie's having to let Scratcher go, picking up another 5 points.
I wonder if this is just going to be a trade-off of 20-point runs. Like one team gets 20 points, the other team gets 20 points.
Shockingly not due to power jams, which is your sort of typical flip-flop.
Yet. All right, finally, Bay Area taking their position in the front. I guess a go-ahead was given, and
no pack was called.
No pack, there it is. So they had to let Scratcher get 5 more points.
A 15-point jam so far, not half bad. I think I could do better myself. But then again, I'm not wearing skates.
Mercy picked up a blocking out of play. You got to block within 20 feet in front of or behind the pack. We got a cut major on somebody or other.
Trixie Pixie.
Yeah, that's.
Did I just jinx it about bringing up the whole power jam situation? Oh.
So Scratcher called off the jam. Looks like she took a hit. And we got the EMT out there.
That would be one Mr. Peyton, the mechanic from Orthopedic Fracture Clinic.
3 more points picked up in the last second there. I think Robin was making sure it was noted that she called off the jam before she stopped the jam.
She's getting wheeled off to the bench there, looking okay. Maybe just got the wind knocked out of her. She's a fighter. And we've got an official timeout being called.
Nope, not official timeout. It's an unofficial timeout.
Rock is saying, let's get this show on the road.
Well, let's party. We want to party. Let's party.
We got about just barely under 11 minutes left in this first period.
The Hangar's the only place where a bunch of people can cheer for Whitey and it be okay. White flight in the power jam position on the line. Go ahead, Baghdad. You can do it too. It's okay. You can do it this time.
Mercy in the box. 4-3 advantage in Bay Area's favor. Wheels taking a commanding lead these past few jams. White flight breezing by on the outside there.
Wow, great job by Rose City's pack to open up that hole. Napalm Beth in the back, and in the center just splitting them up, and then Whitey just taking that open lane there.
I think I blinked, and she already made her way around the track for her first scoring pass.
Bay Area trying to take front again, almost had it, but one was picked off enough to get Whitey through for another 5 points.
Holy moly. Well, we've got number 16, 18, Velveteen Savage getting sent off for Bay Area to the box.
Oh, wow. Now, Bay Area's defense was able to grip up front, but it was still open this time just by Whitey for another 5 points.
They're doing an excellent job of rotating, getting those hits one after another, but unfortunately, they're just not delivering it hard enough. White Flight staying on her feet and just deflecting them one by one.
Looking for a hit. We got a no-pack situation, so looks like, Napalm Beth picked up an intentional splitting of the track. Actually, a good call. She went clockwise, and that opened it up. White Flight got all the way up to Sugar Pusher, makes it through for another 5 points. My goodness.
Trixie back out onto the track now and just flies into the back of Mercy, and Mercy gets called on a low block tripping there. So she's finished her initial pass. We've got White Flight through for another 5 points.
We got a pack advantage here for Bay Area. Doing a little dividing contour. But in the meantime, Trixie Picture was able to sneak in before the jam called, picked up 3 points. Rob Lobster having an issue, I think, with the timing on that call off. And not much you can do it. We got an
official timeout.
Official timeout there. I think they're going to deliberate on that. I'm guessing it's going to be a deliberation on the points that got picked up by Trixie Pixie. But, I mean, the whistle's blue when the whistle's blue. And from what I could tell, regardless of when the whistles got blown, that's what's going to call it the jam, not when the jammer actually called it off. So I'm guessing those points are going to stand. I'm going to go investigate.
Okay. Well, if you guys didn't already know, you're listening to us because you are not here. And where is here? Oaks Amusement Park. They're open for business. The rides are up. The skating rink is always open, and they've got an excellent pro shop at the rink for all sorts of socks and wheels and boots and other needs. So we thank them for hosting us and being our sponsor. There's a lot of chatting going down there on the track right now. And I'm going to say, I hope to see you at the after party. I can't see any of your smiling faces, your cheering faces right now, but hopefully I will see you at that little bar behind the Baghdad there, where I am told we will congregate after this exciting bout. We have got lights going on and off. There's lots of adjustments going on here. Hopefully Randy Pan will come back and join me here momentarily and give us the skinny on that official timeout. We've got the whistle blown to line everyone back up. We've got Scald Eagle and Astronauti on the Paps Blue Ribbon Jam line for this next jam. Randy? It was as I suspected. They were deliberating on those 3 points that got picked up, and she got the pass in the box points, so the points stand. As also I suspected. And meantime, Astronauti, the jammer. Small pack out there with only 2 Rose City blockers. Huge opening on the inside line there, and Scald Eagle still fighting through, getting around that Bay Area front wall. She pushes on through, not lead jammer. But Astronauti picking up 3 points, quickly calling it off to elude Scald of a scoring opportunity. And things. All right. What's our score right now? I'm pretty sure it's still 72-34, Wheels of Justice, with a commanding lead right now. 7 minutes 40 seconds left in this first period. This is only the first period. That's it. Sulfuric acid. Wearing the purple star. That is Chantilly Mace for Bay Area Jammer right now. 4 on 3 in the pack. Advantage for Bay Area. Again, taking the comfort zone up front. Rose City trying to set up the wall in the back, but opened up a hole just big enough for Chantilly Mace to crawl through and escape into lead jammer place. Mercy trying to thread acid through the pack, getting a big push there, I believe, by JK. A nice push on the speed, too, that opened up the front wall enough for Sulfuric Acid to sneak through. She's a follow jammer right now. And Chantilly Mace is in scoring position, but Will Justice up front. And so she smartly calls off the jam. It is scoreless for either team. Now, if you happen to be here visiting from San Francisco with the Bay Area team, you should go to the Jupiter Hotel and stay a night there. They're the official crash zone of all of Rose City fans and, you know, other Derby fans too.
Also the partyingest hotel that ever has been made ever.
We have an empty penalty box.
Weird. Drink, Baghdad, drink.
Scratcher on the line for Wheels.
Ibuprofen for Bay Area, and a lot of skaters in the pack. This is fun to look at.
I'm so confused. There's so much going on right now.
Scratcher up against Velveteen Savage, who escorts Scratcher to the outside and to the back. Meantime, Ibuprofen gets through the inside, takes lead jammer.
Scratcher being recycled to the back of the pack there, being held back by merely one skater.
Velveteen Savage is just a thorn in Scratcher's side right now, but she does get an inside whip from Joyride. Finally gets the initial pass there. In the meantime, Ibuprofen coming up against that wall of purple in front.
And that wall is getting faster and faster, and it looks like...
And further away from the pack. Oh, barely maintaining it, but they squeeze her back in.
Bridging just enough, but she picks up her 4 points and calls it off. It's nice to see some points go up.
Yeah, it's nice to see points. Actually, you know, I got to say, I appreciate a defensive game, and both these teams have incredible defense. It was really fun to see them take each other on. It looks like White Flight's picking up her intentional fourth minor.
Jamming for the Wheels is Acid going up against Astronauti in Bay Area.
You know, it'd be cool if there were no minors in this bout. Just saying. Anyway, there is the fourth minor. They're going to clear that out so Whitey can jam.
Shockingly, Bay Area racing to capture the front. Rose City slow in the back.
Oh, wow. JK rolling with the hit to Astronauti. Astronauti gets out. It's a minor cut, so she is not going to be your lead jammer. But she'll be the first one out and the first one eligible to score. That is, unless Sulfuric takes lead jammer. That is, in fact, if she gets past Antichrist in the meantime.
It looks like Mel Mangle's getting sent out for a forearm major. Acid just getting taken out there by
Labia Majora. The joke on the name, not the actual literal version of the name. And that's 5 points in the air for Astronauti.
Bay Area looks pretty determined to shorten up that point differential before we launch into halftime.
Out of play called, but it was enough time for Sulfuric to get lead jammer. Calls it just in time for Astronauti to hit the pack. We are down to a 29-point lead for Wheels of Justice right now. Again, we're just trading off runs right now, and right now Bay Area are on one.
Well, and with this being a hard-hitting game, we've got Northwest Medical Massage happily rubbing away all the aches and pains of the Rose City Rollers. Thank goodness.
Blah, blah, blah. Insert happy ending joke here. Blah, blah, blah.
Scald Eagle back on the jam line for Rose City.
And that's number 7 there, Frisky Meow jamming for Bay Area for, I think, the first time tonight.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Slow defensive back, but Scald breaks through on the inside.
I'm pretty sure it was her long legs that just crept through that myriad of skaters there.
It's either that or wings that soar on freedom. And there is Frisky Meow. She does make it around. Opening made by Bay Area's offense there. Scald hit to the inside, grabs the points she can, all 2 of them.
Calls it off. 74, Wheels of Justice, 43, Bay Area.
31-point lead.
We've got Mel Mangles standing up in the Rebel Jeweler penalty box over there.
Scratcher in the eye, up in the line for Wheels of Justice. Having a great bout here today, and that is Chantilly Mace up at the line for Bay Area. Pack advantage for Bay Area. We got time for at least 2 more jams here, possibly 3, depending on how they go. But Bay Area wanted to make an impact right now so they can bring this close for halftime.
Wheels starting slow, getting Mel out of the box there. Scratcher just has 1 more blocker to get around. Antichrist out of play, gets lead jammer.
Did a good job pushing that speed there. Antichrist was there, but let go at the right time. Meantime, Maria DeRange and Mel Mangles trying to hold the front wall, but opened up, and Chantilly Mace is out.
Mel took a little spill there, giving enough space for her to break through.
Back in the action. It's just a lot of offense trying to hit that. Chantilly Mason almost got it. It's going to be 3-1 jam there, favoring Rose City. All right, 77-44.
Now, if you aren't having some barefoot bubbly wine, you should pick up some New Belgium Brewing, like Fat Tire. They've got a few different beer lines there that I think are absolutely tasty. Follow your folly. Try a can or a pint today.
Ibuprofen up the line for Bay Area.
Sulfuric acid for the Wheels of Justice.
And drink, as all 10 skaters are out there.
But nobody's skating.
Nobody's skating. Hey, and drink twice for Stand Still Pack. We're going to get you hammered by the end of the night here, people.
Jammers.
Sulfuric acid fighting away to the front. Reinforcements coming in the way of Velveteen Savage, but
Sugar Pusher finally having to let her out. Minor backblock, not lead Jammer.
racing around in time to hopefully, she wants to prevent.
43 seconds left on the period clock. Calls it off.
Getting the call from her bench there, like, call it!
Able to squeeze in one more jam here before we hit up halftime.
That's going to be Astronauty, who's been clutch these last two bouts here for Bay Area here.
Scald Eagle, rookie
Again.
for Wheels of Justice. And G-Money.
Hey, guys, take it. Oh, man, I was going to have you take a drink, and I jinxed it as Booyah is going to the penalty box for something. I'm guessing she picked up her fourth minor. All
G
right.
pulling Antichrist off the track at the last minute there.
And
Both jammers taking identical paths through the pack there.
trying to get around the outside. Inside lane is open there for Astronauty. She takes lead jammer.
Scald almost losing her footing, regains and is hot on the heels of Astra there.
All right. Period clock is over, so this will be the last jam of the period. And it looks like Scald's trying to force it from here. And so she gets out front.
Now with Wheels in the front of the pack, Bay Area in the back, Astro calls it off. But
Forces a call up. Yeah,
Scald
0-0.
gets 1 point.
Oh, she knocked a point out of that?
Yeah, she did.
Wow. Oh, and
Oh.
Rob is, yeah.
Signaling ghost point. There was someone in the box, so that's 2 points.
79-44, Wheels of Justice with a 35-point lead going into this second period here. First period, a lot of fun. Now, Rose City have done a great job disrupting Barry's comfort zone, and that is their hammer and nail in the front. They have a great 3 rotation up there, but Rose City, probably from experiencing it at Westerns and watching them last night take on Rat City, they seem to be ready for it. So now this halftime question mark is, are Bay Area going to adjust to it? I have a feeling we're going to try to see them putting in the back because they can put that 3-wall in the back and have done it successfully. Will Rose City be able be ready for that adjustment and have a plan in place for it? And the other question mark is penalties.
Well, and you mentioned the hammer and nail strategy. Saw it a lot last night with Bay Area and Rat City. And truly successful with a distracted set of skaters. Now, Rose City, I don't know if it's because they're paying attention. Have they been doing a lot of, obviously they're multiple bouts into their season, unlike Bay Area. Is it their sturdiness, staying on their feet? Because I see them going in for these waterfall hits, and it's just not knocking them out. It's not a hard enough hit. And is it focus? Is it strength?
Well,
regardless?
They're probably ready for those hits. I mean, usually we've seen so many, walls being put up, but we're not seeing as much aggressive hitting now in Derby, more or less. And so I think Bay Area surprised a lot of people last year with that. And it seemed to work well, but now I think people are adjusting. So let's see how many other tools the Bay Area have in their kit. I'm predicting a move to the back, which I think they're going to be ready for, but this is a great barometer for West Coast Derby right now, and it's a great opportunity for Bay Area to push yourselves through the rest of the season. But right now, that's Astronauty jamming for Bay Area.
And White Flight for the Wheels of Justice.
So it looks like Bay Area trying to grab front. We have 2-3-1s on opposite sides. White flight.
Taking an assist from Smacky Sideways in the front of the pack there, and just shifting her focus to Astronauty.
Rose City running up front there, and JK rolling, giving Astronauty some trouble, but she gets
just chasing her, staying on her tail.
She gets a left from Bell right hooks.
Smack hitting her out of bounds, taking out the foam barrier.
There's White Flight for a pass. She got 4 points on that pass. Looking for if there was a minor there, but
or no pass, no penalty. Not sure.
We don't know. 4 points. Astronauty still trying to get through. Demand Riot trying to open up that wall, picking off Moby One Kenobi there.
But unfortunately, taking JK is just right there following suit.
JK is picking up something there. In the meantime.
Hey-oh. Ooh, huge wipeout.
Looked like a misconduct.
Low block major?
Low block major. I saw
White
that.
Flight taking out Demanda Riot there. Their feet just went out from underneath them.
All right, now it's Astronauty's turn to take momentum on this jam. Moby with a hit to the outside goes out with her, but slowed enough momentum.
But unfortunately, Bay Area is trying to still trap her, keeping her back there, forcing their jammer in later. We're going to have a full 2-minute jam here.
Swinging and miss by Smacky Sideways there. She just gets back up, ready to do it again. Why not?
Astronauty picking up 5 points.
4-3 advantage in the pack.
Everyone goes in for a hit on Astro, not quite connecting. She picks up another 5 points, and that's our 2 minutes.
All right, so we had a run there from Rose City, a run there for Bay Area, and then we're back to a 29-point game.
Hey, and if you are hungry after this bout, head on over to the Vita Cafe. Vegetarian and vegan-friendly food for thought, or some meat, whatever your style is.
Meat. Chantilly Mace in the power jam position there for Bay Area. Bay Area with a pack advantage and a jammer advantage.
Are the tides going to turn? Do I smell some a new period upon us?
Bay Area doing a great job opening up the wall. It's a one-man defense there. Offense, I should say. Opened up the wall. The wall restructured in the back there.
Well, we're losing Antichrist for some sort of major. Signaled by Jonathan Lee.
Make you cry, making Chantilly Mace cry by an escort to the inside and the outside.
Well, we've got White Flight back on the track, delivering some hits onto Mace as well.
Mel Mangles with the bridge there, and White Flight powers through. Not lead jammer.
She's like, I'm going to shake off whatever is sticking to me here. And Mace calls the jam.
Wow.
It looks like no points.
Kudos to Rose City's defense there, and specifically Make You Cry for holding off.
Swagger. She changed her name this season.
Did she really?
Yeah, she did. FYI.
No one tells me these things.
Bay Area picked up 1 point there on that last scoring pass.
Make Swagger. All right, so that is Ivy Profane back up to the line. It's 83-55.
Looks like our Pegacorns have de-costumed. It is a sunshiny day here in Portland, Oregon.
It's that one day a year. So pack advantage for Rose City. And just hopping through sulfuric acid.
She jumps the apex there.
Gallops
like a little cute little pony.
But Ivy Profane doing a great job muscling through the Rose City front wall there.
Especially with only 2 Bay Area blockers out there. I mean, they're impressive blockers, but Acid clears the pack.
Goes for it, picks up all 5
points
for Rose City.
And, see, I always fault on the fact that math is hard, Randy Pan. It's too hard for me. I'm a pretty little girl. Don't make me count.
Just because we say something with a question mark at the end doesn't mean we know the answer. That is Astronauty again on the line for Bay Area.
Scald Eagle for Wheels of Justice. Bay Area still down 2 blockers, 1 standing up in the box.
Huge pack advantage right now. All 4 in for Bear. Skull going in for some jammer defense. They're trying to escort. Didn't quite work. Getting the 1-2 punch, and that was Booyah escorting Skull to the outside.
And Scald is out, but she picked up a minor cut when she got pushed to the outside, re-entered a little soon.
And we got a minor forearm there for Astronaut. We got a 2-minute jam. It's a race for points, ladies and gentlemen.
2 minutes of derby. Woo!
All right, Skull going in.
Oh.
Gets tripped up on her own skaters, but so does Astronaut. So,
you know, tit for tat. JK escorting Astra out of bounds.
Nice bridge work there, but Astronaut did a great job staying in bounds, so she makes the first scoring pass, 4 points.
And we've got an empty penalty box. Scald trying to calculate where to re-enter so she doesn't pick up another one of those nasty little cuts.
Better safe than sorry, and Scald was very safe there, so it was nice control on her part. She does make her exit her 4 points. Even money right now, but also right now, Astronauti is actually in the pack as Scald's racing around to it.
And we've got Smack You Sideways going to the box. And I could have sworn I heard no pack called. However, as soon as that was, the hands were up in the air.
Astronauti gets a back blocking call, and so it's a power jam there for Scald Eagle.
And that was drawn on rear range, if I am not mistaken.
All right.
Unfortunate. It all depends on what color you're wearing.
So, Rose City's back doing a good job with the goat there. They got Booyah in the back, and that's another 5 points for Scald Eagle.
Now, I think this is really interesting because I always like to say penalties are what hurts Bay Area. I mean, not that it doesn't hurt any other team, but it's their jammer penalties today versus their blocker penalties that's really starting to show through on this score differential.
But you know what will help all these girls? Big brothers and big sisters. Because big brothers and big sisters sports buddies, start something. Become a big brother or big sister today. It's like the Big Brother program, but with athletics. Speaking of athletic, there's White Flight jamming for Wheels of Justice.
Only jammer out there.
Powers through the Bay Area front wall. Rose City stalled the pack to a standstill, so she's able to push her way through.
Oh! And she pushes her way through. I'm going to have to say, like, you know, Bay Area trying to build that wall, but they are just getting low and almost underneath their arms.
White Flight's doing a great job of when she's hitting, she's engaging in the back, she's just hitting the shoulders. She's not drawing the back block until just there, I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I think
jinxed
that was
ya.
on Slavia, but that's going to release, who is that, Astro?
Yeah, that's Astronauti there.
Everybody's booing. People are not liking calls that are being made on either side. The purple and gold are not happy.
Oh, Astronaut, you're doing a great job muscling away through that. We're seeing a lot of wall muscling here right now.
Yeah.
Moby-Wan Kenobi called, I think, out of play. Not 100% on that one, guys.
Well, I feel like Bay Area is booing. They're feeling like some back blocks should be called, that these pushes through the walls maybe are being a little too generous on.
Well, it looked like Smack You Sideways. She was just moved. Astronaut there a little bit to the outside, but it was past somebody. It cost her position, so that's going to be a major clockwise blocking. We got 4 and 2 pack advantage Bay Area.
It's just Cadillac and Napalm Beth out there inching their way in the back of the pack, holding back Astro. And Napalm being sent off for her 4th minor.
And she's waiting for the go-ahead because the box is full right now.
She's like, can I go back out now, please? I want to go play. White Flight back out. Little, only serving as much time as Astro did.
And it looks like that is
2 minutes.
She can push her.
2 minutes. Whew, what a jam.
4 and 3 on the line there. Oh, my goodness. Sitting at a 30-point lead. Wheels of Justice, Bay Area. Keeping the scoring really close to the first 10 minutes of the second period.
You know what would speed this along a little bit?
What's that?
Some Rockstar energy drink.
Yeah, there's a drinking. Hey, for those of you, the designated drivers out there, use Rockstar as your drinking game. Get hyper. All right, 4 and 2 pack advantage for Bay Area.
False start drawn by Mace there, giving the right away to Scratcher. Who then puts on a little defense, but to no avail.
The 2-wall there opened up. Mace gets out, instantly gets lead jammer. And Napalm Beth and Reed Range going in for some offense.
Huge flip and hit from Frisky Meow, taking out Scratcher there in the back of the pack.
Chantilly Mace gets an escort to the outside by Scratcher in the eye. There's no offense like a good defense.
Now Frisky's getting sent out for a 4 major.
Looks like
Scratcher is still sitting in the back of the pack there.
it looks like the Rosie's just gonna wall up and just D up right now, and Chantilly Mace flirting with 20 feet, but they slow her back in. Last line of defense there is
Smack.
but swing and a miss.
And Bay Area picks up another 5 points.
28.
22.
22-point game, yes. Sorry. I subtracted when I should have had it.
Did I say 20 poo?
Oh, man, at handoff, we got a major back block there on Chantilly Mesa. Looks like power jam for Scratcher and I. Finally makes her initial pass there.
3-3 out there on the track. Jostling for position.
Napalm Beth back in the action. Nice escort hit to the outside by
16. That is Booyah.
Booyah. I knew I was like kapow pow. No, wait, that's not it.
Something that just sounds cool.
And now it's Booyah-ing again. Gets her out, gets a minor cut, but not a major on Scratcher. She's trying to get past number 4 there, Leslie Malice. 4-point scoring pass there.
And
Another 2 minutes.
Yeah. We've got some whistles going on. We got a team timeout, an official timeout. I don't know. G-Money, Robin both out there.
I'm looking forward to hitting the after party after this, but I have a big choice today. Do I take my Ron Tonkin Chevrolet or do I take my Ron Tonkin Fiat? I can get one of those at either. I got them both. Which Ron Tonkin car do I take the after party? Is it the Fiat? Is it the Chevrolet? Maybe I should try to win another one next week at the Rat City Road City bout. Then there's more choices. There's a lot of pressure. Hey, it's sulfuric acid on the line for.
Well, let's talk about that Rat City bout yesterday a little bit. Since you mentioned our sisters to the north, we got an official timeout. Oh, you want to go check it out? All right, I will talk about the Rat City Bay Area bout that was headlining last night up in Seattle, Washington. It was an amazing bout to see in person. I am so glad I made the trip. But Bay Area holding commanding lead at halftime, 30-60 in their favor. The crowd at the Key Arena really bringing up the energy to support their ladies in green. Rat City eventually picking up, taking that lead ever so slightly. Unfortunately, it was not enough. Bay Area was determined to walk away victorious, snatched it back in about a jam or two, and held Rat City to about 10-ish points, 10-15 points for the rest of the evening. And the final score ended up being 103-92. Bay Area, their first sanctioned bout of the 2011 season, not a half bad showing. Their 3 jammers that were strong last year, Chantilly Mace, Ivy Profane, and Astronauti, still looking like excellent contenders out there on the jam line. I am excited to see how Bay Area progresses through the rest of this year, as they usually start out weak. Obviously, they ended up at the championships. They're doing something right. So let's see where they go from here for the rest of 2011. And I've got, as I just conclude my story, I've got Randy Pan joining me. Randy.
We had an official review by Bay Area. They were checking in on the back block major that happened on Bay Area's jammer. The question was the penalty instigated by the back block by the jammer, or was it a counter block responding to the Wheels of Justice blocker? Both jammers agreed that it was instigated by the Bay Area jammer, so the penalty is going to stand, and that takes up a timeout.
Well, and we've got a fairly full box with 2 Bay Area blockers. Their box is full. They've got 3 people out. Is that Mo there?
It's Moby, yeah.
Yeah. Sulfuric acid on the Pabst Blue Ribbon jam line, 4 wheels. We got the hand up in the air.
We're actually going to do some skating.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. Really?
1s versus 8s there.
Fast pack off of that second whistle.
Barry doing a good job racing in the front. The Cadillacs there holding out the front line, though, creating a nice escort, but Demand a great hit to the outside on sulfuric acid.
JK covering Demanda, giving just enough space for Acid to pick up lead jammer. Now we've got Macy back out on the track.
Demanda Wright doing a great job getting the go as soon as her jammer got out. It looks like Cadillac's going to take a penalty for something.
Now that's going to leave 2 and 2 on the track.
We got, it looks like Moby One Kenobi's going to be back soon, and Mel Mango's doing some opening up there.
And Acid leaps by Demanda, calls it off, picks up her ghost points, and goes back to her bench.
I know she likes her burgers, so you can treat her to the Delta Cafe. Amazing Southern fare, big eats and stiff drinks. Check out this coupon in your program if you're here. Hey guys, check out the program. You got a coupon in there. So check out the Delta Cafe and be envious of everyone who's here. Coupons. Ibuprofen jamming for the Bay Area Derby Girls.
And White Flight jamming for the Wheels of Justice, 114.88.
Bay Area instantly establishing the front wall. But White Flight cruises around the outside. Lead jammer, Ibuprofen right behind her.
Only about 10 feet between them. This pack is super spread out. We're losing Nick Swagger to a 4th minor.
And now we have a 4-2 pack advantage.
White Flight.
Let's see what it comes at. 2-3. So Bay Area came out ahead on that one by 1 point there.
White Flight flew into that pack, falling it off as she entered in, passes a hip, gets her ghost point, but so does Bay Area.
So 25-point lead by Wheels of Justice. Bay Area are slowly nickeling and diming at the lead, but they're going to need a big play here soon because it's not quite enough at this rate. However, they have a good opportunity with the 4-2 pack right now, and Astronauti jamming for them.
Well, Acid out there for the Wheels of Justice, going in for a hit right off of the jam line.
Going in for some defensive jamming as well.
Trying to help out her blocker contingency out there.
The blocker's running up front there. They're just going to protect the front there. And so
Taking her out on the inside there by Acid.
Acid has all of Bay Area's blockers to contend with. JK escorting Astronaut to the outside, but Mel Mingles is left.
Unfortunately, not quite taking her out there. Astronauti picking up lead jammer.
Still with the pack advantage, but we have one more Cadillac's back trying to get some offense in there, but Demanda Riot, one-woman wrecking crew, is holding sulfuric acid by herself and escorting him to the wall in front.
Bay Area trying to keep a faster pack, but it looks like Wheels may have trapped Demanda. Will we get a pace change?
Looks like Astronauti gets a nice little escort there, gets 5 points there, bringing it down to a 20-point bout.
Yeah, pushing her teammate Booyah out of way, just enough space for her. Acid still fighting on her initial pass. We get out of play called, lets her go.
Acid finally gets through. Looks like Astronauti is in a position for another 4-point scoring pass. It's a question of whether she takes it before Acid gets there.
And it looks like Bay Area trapped JK rolling, but
she's going to get 1 out of that one.
All right. Well, if you want to hear some good stuff, besides our wonderful voices, check out The Brew, serving 6 and 12 packs of hits all day long. I'm sure there's a number associated with that, but it's on the radio. Check them out.
Looks like Scald Eagle's taking her intentional 4th minor here. Okay, so drink right now before the whistle starts because we have an empty penalty box. No, too late. Stop drinking.
White Flight jamming for the Wheels of Justice.
Chantilly Mason underneath the wall of justice there.
That was smooth, but it kind of took her out. Oh!
Trying to sneak past the inside, past Smacky Sideways, but she picks up a low block on Smacky Sideways. Power jam for White Flight.
Huge hits. Everyone's just going left and right. But we got White Flight out front. Sexy B saying she's lead jammer.
Jukes past Bell Right Hooks. Bell Right Hooks frustrated by that. She was like, oh, I'm going to stop that. Pack advantage still for Bay Area, and Bay Area out front right now, where they want to be.
White Flight getting low, trying to ogle that opportunity.
Bay Area tend to be really, really good at the power jam kills. They're really good at holding the front and not letting someone pick them off.
Oh, Mo trying to get an assist from, or give an assist to White Flight. Fortunately, trips her up, and we got G Money arguing with that jammer penalty.
The amazing places to eat and drink in Portland. Another one to check out is K's Bar, Selwood's Watering Hole, and proud sponsor of RCR's All-Stars, the Wheels of Justice. That's why the Wheels of Justice. If you want to find them in real life, check out K's Bar. You might see one there. They might let you look at them if you buy them a beer or a burger.
They won't be here right at this moment, but maybe after this bout. Scratch in the eye, up on the jam line for a power jam situation. Scald entering onto the track, having finished her 1 minute.
Little divide and conquer there, attempt by Wheels of Justice, trying to split Barry into a 2-2. Seems to have worked out. Forward momentum. Mick Swagger, the artist formerly known as Make You Cry, swings her up in the lead jammer.
Finally clearing out Velveteen Savage there, and someone's getting signaled off. Who was that?
Booyah trapped behind Mick Swagger, and then Demanda next. Juking past all of them. Scratcher and I gets 5 points.
Looks like Mel Mangles being the one sent off on that penalty that I just mentioned. I don't know which one penalty it was, but it was something important.
All right. Looks like Scald. Big hit, but not quite. Didn't commit all the way out, so Chantilly Mace was able to eke past it, her initial pass.
Well, we got Scratcher trying to finish past Velveteen there. Calls it off, picks up 4 points.
Scratcher very careful not to come back in before the fourth whistle.
Right.
Don't want to pick up that one. I'd like to thank Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery, John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon, now streaming live Boutcast. We're
Just not
talking to
this
you,
one.
Buffalo Gap. We'll talk to you next time, Buffalo Gap. We're talking to you.
Go there to watch
Baghdad
the Coliseum bout next weekend. If you're a loser and you didn't buy your ticket.
I was like, or go to the Coliseum. Both, either one. They're both great. We got sulfuric acid on the line for Wheels Adjusted and ibuprofen for burial.
Almost everyone's on the track there.
Oh, nice work through the pack there, through the Wheels of Justice wall by ibuprofen. Reaches through the girls in gold and gets a lead jammer.
Acid trying to claw her way through that pack, but Bay Area just staying one step ahead of her.
Or is she trying to dissolve her way through the pack?
Oh.
Science joke. She's
just getting held to the inside there by that front wall.
Great from Frisky Meow there and Sugar Pusher.
But we've got Ivy back around for her first scoring pass. Oh!
Oh, nice. Get through in the inside. So Ferric Acid is able to follow her through, but not before Ivy picked up her 5 points.
It looks like Mel Mangle's getting sent out for a low block tripping at the end of that jam.
Again, the nickel and dime game is happening for Bay Area. It's a 23-point lead right now with 10 minutes left.
It looks like G Money is calling a team timeout for Bay Area now. Like I said, I hope to see you at that little bar behind the Baghdad for the after party. You can pick me up a beer because I'm doing such a good job. A fat tire, ale. You can get me a pint. I would totally appreciate it.
We have a Hangar wave. Thanks to Layla Smackdown there. Getting the crowd of 20 people going here, ladies and gentlemen. It's good stuff.
They can't actually hear you. Don't wave to them.
Yeah, they waved back. Team timeout there. Bay Area trying to come up with a plan for this last 10 minutes there.
Yeah. We've got only 23 points. I mean, it's not insurmountable.
One big play away from being this very contentious and plenty of time on the board to do that.
Well, and you just got to say, for the Wheels of Justice, to keep this lead, stay out of the box.
Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward for both teams right now. But Bay Area have been keeping it really clean this second period, and it's been helping them out big time.
Scald Eagle back up on the jam line.
And Astronauti for her 70th jam here tonight. her 162nd this weekend.
First whistle.
Not 100% of that statistic.
Second whistle.
Sure.
No pack.
So Rose City going for the back now, trying to take the back wall. Scald fights her way up to Velveteen Savage and 20 feet and lead jammer.
Astro being caught in the back of the pack there by Napalm Beth. Now she's moving her way on up, but unfortunately there's JK and Smack left.
Oh, good job in picking off one blocker at a time, but Smack gets her at the last second, forcing her to the back as Scald Eagle is on her first scoring pass this jam.
She is sashaying around all the ladies of gold, picking up a 5 set of points, and
Antichrist with blocking out of play, 3-3 in the pack here. Astronauti finally makes her initial pass. Scald Eagle soars through the pack.
that pack was absolutely decimated, completely distracted. She picks up another 4 points and calls the jam.
Decimated means removed by a 10th, so half of a blocker was taken out there. Nobody knows that. One of those vocabulary nerd things. That's 2 Bay Area blockers in the back, 1 Rose City blocker in the penalty box, and Chantilly Mace up at the line for Bay Area.
Matched up against, once again, to a White Flight. Mace pushing her teammate out of the way.
Pushes around the outside there. Great job. Lead jam for White Flight there. Front wall holding up Chantilly Mace in the meantime. Major forearm for Mick Swagger, reducing the pack by 1.
Well, it's still Wheels having a 3-2 advantage out on the track. Mace just having the darndest time getting around Rhea to range.
Bay Area going in for a little offense. Not quite enough, it looked like. Last line tried to hit, but 5 more points there. White Flight. Doing a great job with the front wall. That's a classic Rose City. We see them changing up the game a lot, but there's nothing beats the old school. Another 5 points there for White Flight. Pushing the lead back up for Rose City.
Bringing back a little classic Walls of Justice.
Bay Area finally breaking up the wall, separating, and then taking their position in front, getting Chantilly Mace through on her initial pass after 1 minute 10 seconds.
White Flight coming back around for another scoring pass.
Opens up to Amanda. Moby 1 was waiting for her, hits her out, slows the pack, and gets through. Calls 4. Is it before Chantilly Mace picked up any points? Yes, it is.
That's going to bring them up to 148.
That was perfect.
Bay Area 102.
Huge jam there for Rose City, and with 6 minutes and 12 seconds left.
I'm going to have to say that tremendous amount of speed that White Flight has could be contributed to Get Fit Training. They are the official trainers of Rose City, Wheels of Justice. Anyone here that's skating over at Oaks Amusement Park. Next up, we've got sulfuric acid against Ivy.
Ibuprofen. Wall of Justice up front. Trying to hold 20 feet out of play. It's called nice push by Ibuprofen, lead jammer.
Pushing through that pack just like the Wheels have been doing against Bay Area, taking a little cue from their sisters in purple.
4-2 pack advantage, race in the front there. Ivy gets past JK roll, and JK goes in.
Smack just staying on Ivy. Swipes her out there at turn 2.
It looked like no, she passed 1 there, gets 1 point there for Bay Area. Astronauti back up to the line again.
Going up against the almighty Scald Eagle.
Back advantage 4-3 Bay Area.
No.
Or back advantage 4-3.
Try that one more time.
Wheels of Justice. It was like one team, but it was the other team, is what I meant to say.
Right. There you go. Well, we've got our first whistle. Slow start once again.
Now Bay Area going for the divide and conquer to separate, but they only had 2 wall up front, which Scald Eagle was able to fly through lead jammer. And we almost have all 10 skaters out there, so get ready to drink, people.
Ivy still trying to take the outside there, or excuse me, Astro.
Mick Swagger and Moby1 Kenobi handling her and pushing her to the back while Scald Eagle is on her first scoring pass here.
And her teammates, most notably Mercy, takes that one last blocker, and Scald takes that opening and taking those 5 points with her.
This last 10 minutes have been Rose City so far. Front wall holding Astronauti up there, Mercy, Rhea, and Mick up there. They're trying to get some offense through.
Oh, huge push, pushing Antichrist out.
Mick picks up the low block there. She was down and moving, but Scald Eagle grabs 4 more points there.
And Antichrist getting a low block as well. It's like blocker was pushed into one another, and they just tripped over each other instantaneously. I'm gonna sense
double low block.
Yeah, they low blocked each other? Question mark. Are we gonna get a timeout? Possibly.
Yeah. Vying for, we got 3 2-pack advantage for Bay Area. I mean it this time. Ibuprofen on the line.
Going up against Scratcher in the eye.
54-point lead with 3 minutes left. Killing time off the line to get some blockers back.
Just Napalm and Cadillac out there for the ladies in purple.
Attempted usher to the outside, didn't work. Ibuprofen gets through in the inside, takes lead. Jammer.
With a 2-person wall, trying to trap back at least one skater, pulling that out of play and getting Scratcher out of the pack.
Worked as Napalm, Beth, and Cadillac race up front to protect the points from Ibuprofen, and that pack, all 4 of them, are racing.
Well, Frisky Meow being sent off now.
Attempted juke there, and they wall back up, holding the line.
That is a fast pace that they've got going on. No pack, which is going to release Ivy out, which calls it off.
Looks like a destroying the pack major is going to go down on that one. They slowed the pack pace. And yes, that's going to be Sugar Pusher taking destroying the pack off.
Well, and before we start this next jam, how about you start something and become a big brother or big sister today? Big Brothers, Big Sisters Sports Buddies. Check out the program. I hear it's good for the community and stuff.
Every one of these skaters out there today was a little sister. Think about that. Demanda all by herself. Going in for the hippo. Whitey pushes past her, takes lead. Jammer.
But hot on her heels is Astronauti. She's determined to catch up to her.
Oh, all of Rose City's defense is back.
White Flight determined to pick up just a few more points.
Pushes through. That's 4 more points there.
She's looking back to see where Astronauti is positioned.
Moby1 Kenobi going to the penalty box for something.
Astronauti getting her full scoring pass of 4 points there.
Rose City trying to pick one off. It looks like they're trying to pick off Antichrist. And slow that pack down.
Well, they are definitely paralyzing that pace as Whitey picked up another 4 points for the Wheels of Justice.
JK opened up a hole for her and got through. In the meantime, it looks like Astronaut is pushing through. However, yeah, Rose City just going to push this time as there is not much left on the period clock. But they're going to be able to probably let this be the last jam.
If they run out the full 2 minutes, indeed, it's going to wind down the period clock to 0.
Escort to the outside. Whitey's just taking it easy right now.
We've got 9 blockers back out on the track.
Period clock is 8 seconds left here.
Bay Area positioning in front of the pack. Trying to stave it off.
Whitey calls it off.
With 15 seconds left on the jam clock. We're going to wait till we get our official thumbs up from Head Ref, Mr. Rock.
Right now the score is sticking at 167 Wheels of Justice. Bay Area Derby Girls 119. A lot of handshaking out there, a lot of cheering there.
We're going to assume that there's a hug. It must be final.
I'm pretty sure that the Wheels of Justice took this one. A lot of love coming from Bay Area and a lot of handshake, going for the high fives. Good to see. This is a friendly spirit going on here. I like it. I really appreciate it. This is a great, great bout from two powerful teams.
Portland always loving to have the ladies in gold up from San Francisco. An amazing bout. Fought hard by both sides. It was a victory all around.
Excellent. Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, out there in Internet land. Thank you, Baghdad. We'll see you in just a little bit here.
See you at the after party, and hopefully see you at the Coliseum next weekend.
Indeed. Signing off.